MTV Unplugged 19 years ago. Wow. Talking about getting old.
Awesome.
When MTV was awesome.
That was the tail end.
That was about it, right?
Being awesome.
They haven't been awesome in 19 years?
It's been a long time.
A long, long time.
Well, their Unplugged series, what a genius move that was.
I don't know why that ever went away. That never gets old.
That was great. Although there were some bands that,
they were stretching it a little bit.
They needed distortion and electronics to sound good. It really exposed.
Unplugged Warrant. It didn't quite cut it.
Yeah, but that guy could still sing and those guys could still play. There was. I'm trying to think who it was. There was a couple towards the end. It's almost like the half-hour specials when they ran out of headliners, and now they're having hosts come on.
Right.
Like Venom Unplugged.
Yeah. All right, maybe they spread themselves too thin.
Yeah. Do you know who was good? Brian Adams. You ever hear Brian Adams Unplugged?
Well, he could sing.
It was
that
great.
fucking guy could sing. I was never a big fan of his, but I mean, you could tell the guy could sing.
How many times did he fire the person who told him to try that glam thing that he did for half a second?
I forgot about that.
He started off, and for the songs he was playing for pop, it was good.
Yep.
It was good. It was good music. Summer '69 and all that. I still like those songs.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then he went into the chick music. Everything you do, I do it for you. And then it's like, that lost me. So he's like, well, now what do I do? So, hey, why don't you put some eyeliner on and spike up your hair?
What was the song from that era?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember
just
either.
Saw it and I remember
he did try that.
Yeah.
Some of these guys
never saw him again.
Some of these guys get kind of talked into following the hot music trend.
Yeah.
It even happened to Ozzy for a split second, and then he realized, what am I fucking doing?
He survived the 80s when he had the fucking the shot in the dark video with the doves and the big robe and his fucking barefoot.
Right.
But he survived. Fucking Ozzy was a trooper, man. He fucking he survived the 80s.
That was funny, man.
But he was standing on what he was standing on before he did that. If that was early in his career, that would have been rough.
He had like a Bette Midler hairdo, but we're like, you know what? He did sing Iron Man. Right. I'm going to give him a pass on this song.
Yes.
Well, not the song, the
then
video.
he got rid of that hair, and he never went back to any of that shit.
Was that the Ultimate Sin album?
Yeah. When everybody was singing about nuclear war and had a message.
People get influenced. The one we like to bring up a lot is Rush, Roll the Bones with the rap.
Oh, with the rap.
When rap
and Rush.
When rap really started to become something white people started listening to, they got caught up in it, and they tried their rap and Roll the Bones. I'm like, what are you doing? See,
this is the only time I ever hear it.
This is Rush, yes.
Who is rapping?
Fab Five Freddy? No.
Don't tell me Neil Peart.
No, I think it's, what's his name?
Alex Lifeson?
Alex Lifeson, I think.
For real?
I think so.
I would have loved to have heard all three of them trying to see who raps the best.
Right. Who's going to do the rap part?
You know, there's a tape somewhere.
Who's taking this track?
Right.
They either all fought it and said, I'm better, or they all fought it and said, no, it's got to be you.
Yeah.
But they all, either the winner did it or the loser.
It's terrible.
It doesn't.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't suck, but it
stinks.
It's
Rush. It actually sounds like the beginning of a bad 80s movie.
Right.
Yeah. That's terrible stuff.
You know what's got talked into some shit, and more recently was that whole LeBron James decision thing. You know he didn't come up with that shit. That just reeks of agent publicist. And we'll have an hour long of just you saying where you're going. All right, man, all right, he's playing like dominoes or something. All right, yeah, that sounds good.
But how clueless is he? That he didn't understand how important he was to Cleveland?
He's a kid. He's like 24, 25.
And the argument, because it comes up a lot on this show, he had every right to go to Miami. Yes, it was the way he did it. He had no idea that he was everything to that city.
He should have just
Which
left.
is rare.
Yeah. This is kind of an old story, but yeah.
I know, but that's why people got so fucking pissed at the guy.
Well, he made cities beg, and then he chose the trophy wife.
Right.
Down in,
and then they got their fucking trophy. It
was a good move, though.
I love that they were going year after year without winning anything.
As long as the Lakers don't win, I'm happy.
Well,
Miami is still an expansion franchise to me. They got 2 banners. I don't care. I don't care. We got 17.
I saw you tweeting about the Lakers. They're in a bad spot this year.
And
then they don't go with Phil Jackson.
They'll be fine.
Why didn't they grab Phil Jackson?
Because I think he wanted like a foot massage every game, and he didn't want to go on the road. He said he didn't, but I don't buy that.
Yeah, there was talk.
The Zen Master.
There was talk that
signs.
He wouldn't have to go on the road. He would just kind of coach the home games, which isn't a bad concept.
How do you do that? That's terrible, though. You can't either. They're coaching or not.
Yeah,
well, not when the guy's getting older and they sort of want him, but he doesn't want to come back. That's not the worst deal in the world.
There's no way he was negotiating that. There's nobody in the history.
He could Skype from home.
Roger Clemens is the only guy I saw who was able to do that. He didn't go on. If he wasn't starting, he wouldn't go on the road trips, I think, when he was with the Astros.
Well, don't you think it was kind of dumb for starting pitchers to go on the road ever? Why would you?
Well, in case they need you.
Not in April.
In case you're losing one of those 18-0 games or somebody blows out their arm.
Yeah, but you know what? April, I mean, maybe when it's really starting to get important.
But you're a team. You don't want to separate yourself. You're already financially, you're in a different league than the rest of them. It's like you don't look like A-Rod is just such a twat.
These guys had to travel to cities knowing they were not going to play at all. It's so strange to me.
That's great. And then they got their road pussy out there.
Right.
They just hang out eating chicken.
I can see why the guys would
like
do
the
it.
Red Sox.
But I'm just saying, when these pitchers got older and they're settling down and all that shit, why not let them hang out in their house and be all rested for their next start?
Because you're getting paid all that money. They want you to show up to work.
Yeah.
Well, the road sucks.
And then also, and all the other players, we go, how come he doesn't get to go? And blah, 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 blah. And my elbow doesn't feel good. I don't want to go. And then they're playing ping pong with Clemens.
And the fact of the matter is,
on the road.
They're fucking, when they're there at the game, they're not somewhere where they could fuck their arm up. They're not sailing and getting hit with a jib in the face or fucking,
taking a boat trip in Cleveland.
Exactly.
Well, that was not good for the pitching staff.
No. Using a hedge trimmer and cutting your fucking little finger off.
All right, I guess you're right.
Yeah, when someone pays you that much money, they want you to come to work.
Yeah.
That's like, even if you do like a TV show, it's only tapes 1 day a week. They'll figure out why you have to be there 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Just come in and shoot a couple of promos. They're just going to make you just fucking sit there.
Yeah.
What are you doing in town, by the way?
What am I doing in town? I did a...
You're from L.A., so it's not like
I
jumped in your car and said, I'm going to go see the guys.
I almost forgot. I did a college gig
okay.
Up in Connecticut, and then I came down here to check on my apartment, make sure it's okay.
Nice.
From all the storm disaster and all that shit. And
Everything fine?
Everything's fine, thank God. And then I'm going to my high school 25-year high school reunion.
Oh shit.
When is that?
I don't know. Friday or Saturday.
Oh, it's this week.
Yeah.
It's always like the day after Thanksgiving.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I guess because people are off.
Yeah, because everyone's home, so they figure that's the best time to try to get everyone together.
I went to the 30th.
Oh, you went to the 30th?
Yeah, 15 years ago.
How was it?
I stopped going to mine.
It was crazy.
I bailed.
It was just...
It's a good time? I'm thinking it's going to be a good time.
It was weird.
Why was it weird, Ant?
Because you're... all right, because my date was... My date was 18.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was.
How great is Anthony?
That
Good
is
for you.
crazy.
It was hilarious.
What was that? Did you get look? You must have got looks, high fives,
Guys
and dirty
loved
looks.
it. The girls hated it. Yeah.
I always knew he was a creep.
And all the girls looked like their mother's version of what they like. They looked like the girls I remembered, but like their mothers. It's like they were all, it's like, oh, that chick was hot. Now she's just fat and old, and you're like, shit.
Well,
it's
I'm
kind
not
of depressing.
exactly a spring chicken.
No,
so.
I realize that. I wasn't going into it thinking, here comes Brad Pitt to his fucking high school reunion. Believe me. But it was just weird.
I was going to improv a Brad name, and I realized nobody would recognize it, so I bailed quickly.
Oh, no, you should do it.
Good job.
I've always loved your stuff. Go ahead.
You know what? You know what? Do it again.
It's not like Brad Pitt.
Certainly not.
Very good.
It's more like Brad Dourif. See, that would have bombed horribly.
Yeah, that would have.
Who's Brad Dourif?
That's you just echoed the sentiments of fucking 200,000 people.
No. I'm interested.
Who's
all we
Billy
got
Bibbit
listening?
and Cuckoo's Nest?
He's the antithesis of Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he was the stutterer who punched
That's
his own
actually
penis.
a great reference.
It really is.
That's on us for not getting that.
Yeah.
No, I'm hoping it's going to be good. And I figure 25 is a good one to go to. Where people, you're still kind of young,
Right.
Yet you're not young, but you're not old. And I think people will still have, the light in their eye. That's all I want to see.
You just want to see the light?
Well, I was nervous that
I understand.
I had a great grade and everybody was cool. Like I had a very mellow grade. We weren't like I was talking on my podcast how like the grade above me and the grade below me, they were maniacs. They were good guys, but I mean every weekend there was some 12-on-12 battle royal. It seemed there was a kid in the grade above me. His party trick was he would eat a light bulb. Wow. He would just sit there munching on it. His gums would be bleeding. He'd be smiling with the blood in between his teeth.
Oh my god!
And somebody finally goes, "Yeah, dude, he had to stop because he's eating glass."
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
and you didn't have any of that shit. You guys were pretty mellow, huh?
We had some tough kids in my grade, without a doubt, but it wasn't me. But I kind of dragged the average down. But no, we were like a party in grade.
Were you popular though? Like, did you kind of socialize, and were you the funny guy, or were you kind of?
I wasn't popular, and I wasn't a loser. I was sort of, he's a good shit. He's all right.
Oh God, that's
I was in the middle.
You described me too.
Yeah,
right there, just kind of right there.
I was hilarious.
It's not like I meet people from high school and they're like, oh, yeah, I can see how you became a comedian.
They always go, I remember you being quiet. I can't believe this is what you do for a living. I get that a lot.
I won class clown by a landslide, but they wouldn't give it to me because I was in rehab after a suicide attempt. So they probably figured I wouldn't look good in the yearbook.
But your class clown was based after Gacy.
Are you really the class clown? I didn't even know this.
Yes, I was.
No kidding.
It was a landslide.
I find comedians are like that. They either would completely, there's no middle ground.
Right,
You're either like, I can't believe it, or Patrice was class clown.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Norton was class clown.
Almost a year with this Patrice thing.
Yeah.
Fucking year, the 29th.
29th of this month?
It doesn't resonate that it's a year, because I think about him every day. It's like, you don't realize, it's not like I'm going to look back and go, oh my God, I haven't thought of him in a month. You know what I mean? It's like when someone is omnipresent in your fucking mind, it doesn't mean anything.
I watch those clips online all the time of him on this show. Thank God, because you get to watch like hours and hours of them. It's awesome.
I have a picture of him like to the right of my refrigerator on a shelf and stuff. It's like every day I look and go, fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
I have a great pic of us from Tough Crowd that I want to put up. Me and him laughing on the couch.
Yeah, I know. You kind of get like bummed.
Once again, why I'm going to my 25-year one, because I don't want to go there. Hey, where's so-and-so? Cement mixer.
Yeah.
Had his iPad on. iPhone, whatever the fuck it is.
The worst thing that happened to anyone involved in my high school class was
they slept with you. They loaned you. Okay.
Yeah. This guy, and this is, I went to kindergarten. And then I moved around the country and stuff like that and around Long Island. But then I returned for like junior high and high school. So I knew these guys from kindergarten, and then I knew them again in junior high and high school. After high school, this one guy went over the other guy's house. His mom was there. He fucking raped and murdered the mother and then tried to burn the house down to fucking cover it up. Sick.
Wow. Was he a nice guy in school?
He was a little fucking rambunctious, let's say.
He raped the guy's mother and killed him?
Raped and killed his
How old
guy's
was he
mother.
at the time?
I guess just out of high school.
Oh, just out of high school.
Yeah.
Are they still friends?
Oh, my God. We had a kid when I was a senior, killed another kid just to see what it was like.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I think he's.
That's fucked up.
I think he's just getting out.
Jesus.
We had a kid that would follow cars home on the LIE and rob them in the driveway. And, one of those botched robbery. It was a botched robbery.
I remember that guy, yeah.
And he got shot in the back of the head. And then his partner there just dropped him and the car off in the back of the Walt Whitman Mall to die. Kid I went to high school with.
He was alive, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, but the guy didn't want to get in trouble for robbing houses.
Shit.
And assumed this guy was in deep trouble anyway, so he fucking ditched him in the car at Walt Whitman and took off.
We had one guy that killed someone, but
so what happened to him?
The other guy?
He gets charged.
I don't know. I didn't know the other guy. We just knew the guy that died is someone we went to school with.
He would have to have gotten charged, right?
I would imagine they got him.
There's got to be some sort of charge for walking away from some guy with a...
Yeah, they found...
Well, if they were both involved in the robbery and that guy got shot, he's up for fucking murder.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't.
Wait, who got shot in the head?
The guy I knew from high school.
One of the robbers, right?
Yeah.
So how are you charged with murder?
A death during the commission of a felony.
But do you count if you're one of the criminals?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't realize we were going to talk about this
Whether
today.
you shot him or not, even though the guy died during the commission of a felony, you get the murder rap. Even though he was your pal, you fucking didn't shoot him.
Yeah, I believe.
You get the murder rap. And that fucked up?
And what's your defense? I didn't do it.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah. I believe the person they were robbing, was armed.
Yeah,
and
that's
shot
what
back.
happens.
I believe because it's been many years. I didn't realize.
Now
he
your
was on
friend's
this road
dead,
today.
and you get charged with his murder, even though you didn't do
the
anything.
kid definitely died with a fucking gunshot wound.
That must have been a rough
in a
night's sleep.
car
Just trying to lay there like
at the mall.
Hey, maybe they'll think he got shot at the mall.
Oh God!
In the passenger seat. Waiting for someone.
Yeah.
I think that was our worst one that I know of.
That's a pretty bad one.
But you lose touch with everybody, so you don't know.
There's always a drinking and driving accident. There's always, bad.
Something.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And then there's a good 10-year stretch, and then something.
There was a midget in my class, and he was actually at the reunion, and he died like just after the reunion. I was so surprised to see him around. He's like walking around this little midget.
What happened? What fell on him?
He turned out to be like he was very active in politics. I think he was part of like the Clinton administration.
Everyone's part of the Clinton
I know.
administration.
He
Everyone
was
you
just
come
a little
across.
fidgety guy. What
What did he die of?
Fidget. He
Yeah.
died of midget.
Yeah, it's just
Now,
sadness.
you would think that they would live longer.
You'd think.
Because I know tall people,
Yeah.
They don't
because
live
their
long.
heart, for some reason, they get born with the same size heart, so it has to work really hard to get it all the way
Right.
down to their little twinkle toes there.
Yeah.
And you would think, being that compact,
Right, yeah.
that they would just have blood fucking pouring through them.
But it doesn't
coming out
circulate.
their fucking
So-
ears.
Yeah.
So if you're an older tall guy, why wouldn't you just cut off your legs at the knees?
Oh, man.
So your heart doesn't have to work as hard.
Crazy.
No, you need a little bit of work to
Like when you
stretch out the
bypass
blood.
the heater core.
Like, well, you know it's happened. You know your heart's overworking. So why not? You get to an age where you're like, I'd rather live a few more years.
Well, what,
I'll do it from a
Bill
wheelchair.
Russell's
Fuck
like the
it.
only 70-year-old, 7-foot
man,
guy I've
yeah.
ever seen.
When
Yeah.
it's funny because
Why
when
you always hear a little old lady, a little old man.
right
Yeah.
when you see an old tall guy walking around Manhattan, you do realize immediately you're looking at something rare. You're so right.
Yeah.
But you'll
aren't
see old
old-
people all
yeah.
the time, but they're just shorter.
There aren't old tall people.
Tall people is not old, like fat people. It's those little fuckers who got picked on in the playground.
Skinny motherfuckers.
Yeah, the twerps.
Yeah, old fat people never.
Twerps.
Old tall people never.
Yeah.
Little people evidently not. You want to be right in that 5'6", 5'7", 5'8".
Bro, put our fucking height in there, Bill. What are you doing to us?
I don't know. We
5'11"-ish?
but we got the anger.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
We have like the bruised veins.
I just
The anger.
I like to think that's just pushing the cholesterol through my body faster.
Dude, I've been reading
in
this
a good
book.
way.
I've been reading this book, Eat to Live.
Right.
I'm blowing my mind.
It's about pussy.
I think Eat to Live was on the New York Times bestseller list. I think that's a popular one, Eat to Live.
Yeah, well, how do I top that? I can't even tell you what it is.
That's all right.
Holy shit.
Why is the book blowing your mind?
Because what they're claiming is that the whole 4 food groups, I feel like I'm going to get hung up on. This is how much no one's ever interested in what I'm saying. Oh, really, Bill? Why don't you elaborate? Hello. They're saying that the 4 food groups things where they put the stress on a protein and dairy was actually came about by the meat and dairy people came up with that.
Oh, really?
So what you're supposed to do is it's supposed to be more like salads and greens and that type of shit, and then you almost flip the pyramid over. And I'm thinking, I'm going, well, wait a minute, then I'm going to lose all my muscle and that type of thing. And the guy's got a great argument. He goes, go to the zoo and look at gorillas, all right, who look like supersized linebackers. They eat 80% vegetables and 20% fruit.
Does he have any examples from our species, though?
Yeah, no.
That's like peanuts are apparently good because elephants do well.
No. Dude, if he said a cockatoo, though. But if he said a cockatoo...
well, we've all been guilty.
No, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. Because that's what I was thinking. Like, dude, this is literally a different species. 2 things. You go to a monkey and you look it in the eye at the zoo, there's no fucking... You go like, dude, that's me. That's me with just a little bit of... bit of something else thrown in there.
Right, yeah,
You
you're
see
right.
something in their eyes. You're
Yeah,
like,
there's
what
something in
the
their eyes.
fuck?
They
That's
know
our
they're in the
eyes.
zoo.
That's
They
our
know they're
eyes.
being watched.
Right.
They don't like it,
yeah.
and they'll rip your fucking face off the same way I would if I was sitting in a cage. Like, come a little closer, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Just do it.
yeah.
So, and then this is the thing. All these diets I've tried, and I always ended up feeling like shit. This one, actually, I feel fucking great.
You lose
I
weight?
feel like energized. Yeah. How do you not lose weight eating like a fucking rabbit?
Are you eating fish, though? Like, because I've tried to eat, like, grilled chicken's like one of the only meats I'll really eat. And I eat a lot of greens and drink a lot of vegetable juice and shit.
Dude, I would literally, if I became a vegan, I would still go to a steakhouse once a week. I can't help it, and smoke a cigar.
Wait, so what aren't you eating?
Right.
What aren't you eating?
No, I'm just doing like breakfast and lunch. I just stay away from the shit that I used to. Those lumberjack things.
Yeah, the fucking big egg sandwich. Ugh.
Yeah, all that stuff that feels good as you're eating it. Like,
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you feel like you have that bag in your stomach.
Let me have 2 eggs over easy on a roll with the cheese and fucking bacon.
We've been doing a bacon thing lately. Out of nowhere.
Oh, bacon's the greatest thing ever.
I told Anthony, it goes to your point. I told Anthony we ate a bunch of bacon, I think it was Friday, and immediately you feel like shit.
Yeah.
You're not unhealthy.
Is there anything better than just burned up bacon?
It's the best.
Right. Crispy.
Oh, it's the greatest fucking thing
But you
ever.
feel greasy and just shitty immediately after you.
Even pigs enjoy it.
Right.
You know, they smell it and they're like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so old. I can't have a breakfast that has syrup, or I'll be nodding off by 11.
Syrup's good though, man.
That isn't even one of those old man hats. If I have pancakes and French toast, which I fucking love, it's over. I'm done by.
I would eat blueberry pancakes and bacon every day if
you get that sugar rush
Every
and then it's
fucking
over.
day.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything worse than when they say they have blueberry pancakes and they just make regular pancakes and then they just pour the shit on top?
That's bullshit.
Not, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I want more blueberries than fucking pancake too.
No, it's got to be in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I want equal distribution of blueberries in this muffin.
Do you know how long that's going to take?
Yeah, the
that
guy
was such a
just-
great response.
he's beside himself.
He wanted to say, you cunt, but he couldn't. So he asked this question slowly. Do you know how long that's
How
going
long
to
that's
take?
going to take?
Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
No, but I actually, of just the shit that I've been reading, this is the first, and he has like, what's great, he has like 40 pages of the book is just footnotes from shit that this guy's he's done all the reading for you. And I don't know, it's been working for me.
But you still got to do it though. It's easy to read that shit, but then you start trying to do it.
Dude, the first 3 days of sitting there eating a salad, I wanted to fucking kill myself. And halfway through the third day, it's weird. It's like drugs. You actually start going like, oh, tomato.
No.
You swear to God.
Wow.
You start craving it.
Yeah, 'cause
I've been eating salads without dressing on it.
Holy shit.
That's fucking. It's
grazing.
hardcore, but then after, literally.
No, man, that's how I eat my salads.
Eat like a rabbit. Shit
If you
like
get a really
horse.
good salad, the flavorings in the vegetables, you don't really need the dressing.
Meal in, meal out. That's where I am right now. It's fucking ridiculous.
No, but I like them I'm always afraid it doesn't taste. I like washed vegetables when I eat them. Like, I don't like them to taste dry. Like, dry.
That's where you get the little fucking crank thing there, Jimmy.
What's that?
You put the lettuce in there, you hose it off.
Oh,
and
that's
you,
I don't.
centrifugal for like that ride at the carnival.
Yeah.
Except nobody pukes.
Do you eat chicken in it or anything? I don't like to have it too. I like a little bit of grilled chicken in my salad.
I try to go the breakfast and lunch without doing the meat thing, and then by fucking dinner I eat like a fucking animal.
An antelope.
Taking down prey with fucking bite to the throat.
Yeah.
No, because I don't give a shit if it's you gotta live. So I figure I'm offsetting, like kale and that type of stuff.
No,
is,
that's
is,
a good
is great.
fucking,
So I offset it, and then at night I throw down and I try to have a good cut of something.
Dude, it's 2/3 less of eating like shit. It's 2/3 of your meal.
Oh, an animal fucking took one in the face every meal I had. It was over. Got choked out. I ate a pig at breakfast, a chicken or a cow for lunch, and then for fucking dinner I ate another cow or a chicken, maybe a fish.
Yeah.
Maybe I punched a trout in the face.
Fish don't care.
No. 3 times a day.
Do you think fish care?
Yes.
Do they have any
Yeah, they
clue?
do.
You
And I
they
also
have a
think
clue?
lobsters feel it.
I
fuck
agree.
yeah.
I won't
I'm
eat
with you
lobster
with the
for that
lobsters.
reason.
I don't eat lobster because of that
Or
either.
crab, occasionally.
I eat.
Fucking crab. Are
You gotta eat
delicious.
that.
That's
You gotta
depressing.
eat
You know
that
what?
lobster shit.
You gotta. Come on. This
Just
guy's,
knock the fucking thing on his dumb shell
guy's
head.
giving their life
That's what
out there. In the,
How hard is that? Crush his head with a fucking hammer.
That
mope.
That releases what? Something
No,
that
it
makes
doesn't.
the fucking meat.
They're
not
just
taste
saying
as
that
good.
they're full of shit. They're just saying that
dude,
to make it fucking more humane that they're killing
You
it.
could flick a lobster in its jaw, and you'd knock it out. All you got to do is just get it to rattle around in the fluid.
flick him in the jaw.
Just
He's
flick him
down.
right underneath.
He's down. You hold his claw up like the Hulk.
Isn't it enough
Goes
you
down
tape-
and then it stays up.
You
Yeah.
fucking put rubber bands around its claws. Can you imagine? That's like you being tied with your hands behind your back and open boil. He doesn't feel anything.
You think that would stress out the lobster? So it's already stressed, which means it's releasing all that
There's
shit.
got to be some douche that's going to write in about their fucking neurological system and the reason. I don't buy it.
If you eat lobster, you should be able to handle it without the fucking rubber bands on its claws. That should be the challenge to you.
If you're going to boil something alive,
Right.
you can't
Yeah.
have it declawed.
right.
If nature puts
At the very
claws on it
least.
to protect it, that means it obviously can feel something. Like anything that can't feel doesn't have a natural defense that's just genius, like claws.
You think a jellyfish really has a fucking intelligence to it?
Maybe not intelligence, but you don't need an intelligence to feel
fish
pain. I don't think.
Yeah. Fish
You know
don't
what I'm
even
laughing
feel it.
about? You know how funny that was? Well, did he do anything from this species?
Yeah.
Hey, the elephants eat peanuts.
Peanuts. It treats them pretty well.
I really am a dope. Anything I read, I believe.
Great.
No,
Dude,
but it's
fucking great.
look, that's I'm trying to eat good and drink a lot of vegetable juice. It's not my idea. I've heard it over the years.
I drink vegetable juice
every
every
day. I drink beet juice, beet, carrots, fucking kale and parsley, or lemon and ginger.
What about that guy there, the juice guy, who dressed like Arthur Fonzarelli before he did? He had that mechanic onesie.
The juice master?
Onesie.
That he used to wear.
The coveralls thing.
Yeah, the guy who used to lift himself up in the pike position in the 50s, which blew everybody's mind.
Fucking
Jack LaLanne.
Body by
Talking
Jake.
about Jack LaLanne.
Jack LaLanne
Yeah.
would do calisthenics.
Yeah.
Like jumping jacks and fucking...
Like 90 pulling a train with his teeth. It's
Right,
like, we
right.
get it. You're strong. Just go sit down.
He's juicing like a motherfucker.
That's all he had, though.
It's alternative juice.
Right.
The juice master. What was his name? I know who you mean. I don't remember. He had all white eyebrows, that guy?
Jack LaLanne or the other guy?
We're talking about Jack LaLanne.
Oh,
and
you know,
maybe another
the
guy,
juice
too.
master had those
I
infomercials.
don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the juice master.
Do you
You
know
know
that
the juice master?
I really don't.
Sam, can you look up his name if you're not busy over there having a good
that
time?
Jake LaLanne guy, do you know he invented all that, the basic shit workout stuff, like the bench press, the
Right.
incline bench, a lot of that stuff he invented.
Really?
He had the prototypes and he never got any of it patented.
what an asshole.
What an idiot. So
yeah,
you-
no, and he literally said that. He goes, I'm an idiot. But then he came back around. They say there's no second acts in
He-
America.
he
Fuck
did.
you. He came out with the
Jack
juicer.
LaLanne.
He
Yeah.
was done.
So how the fuck did people work out before?
The juice man.
They just didn't know what they were doing.
No.
Well, they weren't eating
Man.
they weren't eating what we're eating.
Yeah.
And they
weren't-
actually
they weren't eating cows that ate other cows.
and their jobs were the workout.
Dude, they're so fucking pumped up with shit. Like, kids are hitting puberty at like 8 now.
Is that the guy, Bill?
That's
not him.
juice.
Drink. Whenever you're doing leafy greens, you never.
Where do they
and
get
are
an
never,
audience?
hopefully,
I was probably
for this.
there,
going
one of
to
those
drink
saps. Listen to this
straight
guy.
Green juice.
This looks
It's
like
it's
Jonestown
too
for old people.
concentrated. Concentrated with nutrients. I mean, if you want
Oh, boy.
to get real high,
Oh.
you make a big glass of straight parsley juice.
I like
It'll
parsley.
be the highest high you've
This is
ever
making
had
me
in your
feel
life.
better about my career, just seeing the gig that he's doing
I'm
here.
serious now.
Parsley
up
juice.
in Eugene, Oregon. Beautiful,
gotta be dead
beautiful
in half
country.
the
One of
audience.
most beautiful
Good
little
night.
cities I've ever seen. The University of Oregon is
You should
there.
be
You
up
all
there. It's
know.
too
Those of
late
that
for
been to
you.
Eugene,
Yeah.
well,
You're
if
too
it
old.
is our,
Yeah, at that age, fuck, who cares? That's
Well,
when
this
you
is-
should let it all go.
I got my juicer, and I'm going to start drinking healthy. Really? She's got fucking like 18 pounds of meat in her colon.
Right.
Parsley juice. I wonder, because I have parsley in my juice just to make it less
Yeah.
interesting. And I wonder
You
if I
got a
had
little
a.
sugar in your tank, too. Sorry, I thought you set it up nicely.
Thought wrong.
I can't at least get the skid off the road. Nothing.
Nothing.
It just sounded a little. I got a little
Yeah.
parsley in my juice.
I might have a giant parsley juice today. I don't know how
Yeah.
good that will be.
Why don't we go get some
Parsley
juice right
tastes
now?
awful. How is parsley juice any good?
You're probably right. You
parsley's-
make a compelling argument.
It's a fucking
Well, if you go to the
garnish.
zoo, the pelicans.
Yeah, the pelicans love it. Look at a pelican.
But yeah. Yeah, look at that, dude. They fly. But I didn't know that till Scarface.
Fly pelican.
But I like fucking beet. I can't eat a whole bunch of beets, but you give me a giant
I
beet
hate
juice.
beets, but in juice, it's
Oh, your
good.
shit is all red.
Oh.
It's
It's gotta be
great.
frightening if
You
you,
know,
forget.
in Australia, that's like a big thing. They put beets on burgers. I was so
I know.
fucking
Yeah. Why would you
mad.
do
Wow, that
that?
sounds pretty good.
Oh no! It
Oh wait, we haven't
ruins it.
talked to you since Australia.
It ruins it. It makes the patty all fucking red, and
Right.
you take it off, and you just—there's no way to not know. It's like that homeless smell.
Sure.
Even after they left the subway car, you know they were there. That's what a beet is on top of a fucking hamburger
yeah, it
patty.
just leaves its fucking
Oh.
aura.
How was Australia?
It's fucking amazing.
I liked it.
Fucking amazing.
Where'd you go for 2 weeks?
No, I went for like 10 days. It was the shit.
Pretty cool.
If you've never been outside the country, that's a great one to go to. It's like what Canada used to be as far as how easy it is to get in. You still need a passport, but they're just cool as hell.
Yeah.
And I didn't get any anti-American, fucking George Bush, Obama, none of that shit. They were just cool.
What do you do?
Fucking-
Because you
very cool.
you explore. You're one of those rare comics that actually, leave the hotel room.
Oh, you know what was funny? One time that we actually went out, me, Big J, and Nia. Who else was there? I can't remember. I was so jet lagged, but they were saying that they have this giant park, and every night, like thousands of bats, right at like 5 p.m.
Jesus.
just come out, like these insane bats. So they.
You're disappointed when you realize it was just old people.
So we go down there like assholes, and we're standing there, and we're like, "Where are they? Where the fuck are they?" We actually broke into one part of the park, thinking they were in there, and some guy came by, going, "No." He's like, "No, mate, they're fucking over there." So we went over to this place. And we were told that there was thousands of them. Dude, there was probably like 40.
Come on.
That just sort of spit out, but they were still pretty psycho looking. Like they weren't like those little pussy ones. They were like these giant ones.
Right,
they
right.
literally looked like that they would turn into a vampire.
4 bits.
I just did dumb shit like that.
What time of night were they out?
Went to the zoo. What else did I do? I mean, I didn't. I pretty much stayed in Sydney. I was going to do the Great Barrier Reef, but it was like a fucking 3-hour flight
just to get there.
Yeah, and then you had to get there, and then if you go fucking scuba diving,
you can't fly again.
You can't fly
For a
again.
day or
I
two.
just said, all right, you know what?
Really?
24 hours, I think, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I'm not certified. And this other guy goes, no, this other guy holds your fucking hand and he brings you to the bottom of the ocean. And that's just one of those things where I'm not doing that.
Nah.
I'm going to get certified. I'm going to learn.
You would have been fine.
What if he has a fucking aneurysm and then I'm down there?
You're like,
You would've
hey,
figured
what
it
do I do?
out.
What's the proper way to go back up to the surface?
Right.
No, they would have gave you some basics. You would have been all right with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can't fly.
That's
nuts.
one of those haven't lost
24
anyone
hours
yet.
later.
Yeah. And then you realize also, like, it's fucking huge. Like, to do anything, it's like, oh, I'm in Australia. Let me go here. It's like, no, you just flew a fuckload over the ocean to get here. And now it's further than flying from New York to L.A. to get somewhere else. It's like crazy,
no.
right?
Yeah, no, it's. But the flight over isn't bad at all. If you leave around when you're getting ready to go to sleep, you watch 2 movies, get a dinner, and then you just fucking fall asleep for 8 hours. That's 12's gone of the 14. You wake up 2 hours later, and you're coming off the ocean.
Nice.
Oh no, it's absolutely gorgeous.
What airline did you go?
I can't sleep that long on a
Flew
plane.
United.
United.
I don't know why. I thought it was going to be Qantas, but we flew business class. The seats went all the way down,
that's nice.
which is perfect. Well, if they go all the way down, dude, I swear to God, you could fly around the equator. You wouldn't give a shit. But if you're in the back of that, if you're flying to Minneapolis, you're like, this fucking sucks. I want to kill everybody.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit that you have to get up to go to the bathroom. I'm not moving. I've moved enough times.
I can't sleep like that on a plane, no matter how comfortable the seat. I can't knock
we were
out for
talking
8
about
hours.
earlier.
Man.
I could
can't do
fucking
it.
not
I could
out.
do maybe an hour, hour and a half. That's my limit.
I am Mr. Jetway to Jetway on a flight. I will crap out, and the next thing I know, they're opening the door, and I'm
You
like,
don't wake up when you take off?
That's perfect.
fuck, I've slept during takeoff.
I've slept during takeoffs.
Never.
Because I'm too
and
so
landing.
tired at that point.
I'm fucking walking up to, like, oh, hey, here we go. Nice.
Can you
Time
imagine
travel.
how cool that would be, though?
Oh my god, I would love that. I would
There's no
love traveling.
concept of the actual
it's 2
travel.
seconds. It's, oh, I'm in New York. Hey, I'm in L.A. That's great. It's fucking time travel.
And I'm
Yeah.
awake.
Some people can do that. I can only
can't.
do that on like the red eye. I'm
love
going to try to
sleep.
find when we go to the break. I'll show you some of the pictures of being down. Like some of the beaches were insane.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they're
Less pollution over there?
what
you
they're
think?
known for. I don't know. I wouldn't think. No,
Was the-
we're animals.
How was
It's
the air?
industrialized.
Was the air clearer?
Nah, pretty much seemed the
Same
same.
shit?
Same, and it seemed like a safe city. And I made a comment about it that it was a safe city, and everybody laughed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've had some issues over there.
Oh.
Not too bad though.
With
Not to
the
point that you
indigenous
should-
population?
No, Anthony, just with the
wondering.
regular people.
I was just wondering if it was the indigenous population.
With the people of color?
Well,
It's just same old shit. People going out to clubs, not getting laid, then they're drunk, and then someone gets fucking stabbed. The same old shit. That's basically
story.
How far were you from Indonesia there? How far is Australia? That's pretty close, right?
I was going to say it's diagonally up to the left. What is that, north?
it is like north to northwest.
But it's not that far.
Yeah, and there's people there going like, hey, I booked Singapore. You should go there. I'm like, who the fuck is going to see me there? Nah, they like. I was like, all right, fuck it. What am I going to do?
Singapore, yeah.
I'm going to go to Davenport again? I've done it.
So you're going to start traveling around, seeing what's out there?
Yeah, because I figure if I can make a little bit of money, then I can just go fucking blow it. Go look at the Great Wall of China for free.
Get an old fucking...
And then get back, watch a couple episodes of like, I don't know, Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy. Take a sleeping pill and wake up back in L.A.
It's shit you want to see anyway, right?
Yeah, why
So
not?
if you make some money on the way.
What else am I doing?
Or do a gig there and it's a bust, you're still in Singapore.
No, I'm gonna go back and I sold tickets really well over there because of the podcast and
Wow.
Podcast is helping that much.
well,
in
what I
other
do,
countries?
this is what I do. I go on, and if there's a country I want to go to, I just start shitting on it on my podcast, which draws them in. And then they start asking me questions,
He's
and
brilliant.
then I go, all right, and then I
Fucking
start, and then
brilliant.
I show them a
All right,
little bit
maybe
of
I should
respect.
check this place out after all.
Dude, they had. I was over there long enough to. I started to understand cricket.
Wow.
Dude, cricket,
a while.
it's a round field. If you they go and they got that fraternity paddle, that hazing
Right.
paddle.
Right.
If they throw it in and you swing at it and you foul it off back, that's still in play. And evidently,
I never knew that.
And evidently, there's two people and they try to run with paddles and they try to run to every other base. It's one of the worst. It's worse than hockey the way they shoot it. Because somebody told me that. It's like, dude, I watched that shit for an hour and I never saw that moment happen. I
Wow,
never saw
really?
it. Yeah, and it's just kind of the same thing if you catch it. If it goes over the wall, it's 6 runs. And if you play, they got a quick version and a short version and a long version. The long version, it's a 5-day fucking match. You thought baseball was boring, dude. 5 days.
Who thought of this shit?
So
Dude, this is before the internet and you had shit
crazy.
to do.
But how do you go to an event that's 5 days long? And,
I think
and it's
you
a
just-
regular game too. It's
And
not
it's
like
like the
playoffs.
Olympics. I have no. And
How
then
many
they- then
hours
they
a
had
day
enough-
will they play it? Like if it's a 5-day event, what is it, like an 8-hour thing or a 3-hour thing?
I don't know, but it's funny though. But you go there and people are into it, and they start talking, and they sound like they're talking about the Brewers, and sports fans just have that sports fan vibe, and they get mad at certain players, and they say they suck. I don't know why we ever got them, and you're just laughing on this guy's fucking amped up about cricket.
Talking about my Jets.
Dude, I'll show you if you guys pull it up. One of the worst sports I've ever seen in my life is it's called netball.
Wait, I know netball. Hold on a minute.
It's like women's basketball where you can't dribble.
Right. Hold on.
So that there's like 3 quadrants.
Yeah.
That's how jet lagged I was. I was actually reading about netball.
But hold on, Bill. Before we move on to netball, did you like cricket?
I could actually see myself gradually getting into it. It's at the same sort of pacing of baseball where it's like, all right, put your feet up, have a couple of beers, shoot the shit. And
I never understood.
There it is.
Then there's got to be somebody throwing junk, like a Gaylord Perry guy who's cheating. He's got something on his visor, and you're going to like that guy.
Yes. It's the oil from inside a kangaroo pouch. Some fucking weird fluid that we don't have here.
Oh, by the way, kangaroos, not cute at all.
No?
Not like the cartoony ones that
Did you
they
pet
draw.
one?
Do they look like big
fuck
rats?
that. No, they were they look like giant fucking rats with an agenda.
Really?
They're aggressive,
Dude,
right?
their head is, like whenever they show like the classic like cowboy scene where there's that fucking longhorn skull, so
Yeah.
you know that you're in Tumbleweed Junction or whatever.
right.
That their head looked like that with just flesh and eyeballs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they
like
were
bony looking.
Why didn't you pet one?
Why would you?
They're vicious,
why
aren't
would-
they?
Are they mean? I don't know why
Oh
not.
yeah, no, and evidently even their front fucking
They got them
paws.
claws.
Yeah, they can
like
gut you.
kick you. Yeah, they could disembowel you. They're fucking
Yeah.
nasty.
That's why they do that when they put the boxing gloves on them, probably, so you don't get disemboweled. But I went to the zoo and saw all their psycho fucking
Isn't there a lot of kangaroos?
their
too?
Crazy
reptiles
animals.
right
Bill?
there. That's a taipan. That's
Holy
a
shit.
good 2 steps and you're done.
it's a
Wow,
snake?
really?
Yeah, they had a snake there that had enough venom to kill 200 mice, and I was like, thinking like, why is that? I guess it's because food is so scarce that you got him. It's got to be a kill shot. If you
You
get
miss,
in
you're dead.
Yeah, you're gonna die. So.
Plus, so many other snakes probably came upon a bunch of mice and only killed one, and they're like, "What the fuck? If I had more venom, I could have eaten for 6 weeks."
Bill, aren't the kangaroo all over the place too?
I heard kangaroo roadkill. Like you get that shit.
Supposedly they're all over the
if
place.
If you go, I mean, I was like in the city, so it's not like they're
Sure.
going to be hopping around. But like, if you get more out, I think they're kind of like they're deer.
Really? Do
'Cause-
people
'cause-
hunt them and eat them there?
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
would think so. But I wouldn't like. That's more like people here. I eat possum soup.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's delicious.
Like, you got to have some
Yeah.
kangaroo.
Like I'm sure there's there's some sort of Australian redneck show where they're out there.
Yeah.
Do they have big feet? They have giant
Yeah,
feet,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they?
They got those big, long feet with the claws on them. Did everyone go up at the end when they talk? Did they do that whole thing?
I was
up
actually
at the end.
I've already lost it. I was starting to pick it up, but
Yeah.
no. But they were great, man. They were really
Cool peoples.
yeah, and they kind of had like a Boston accent. Beer, we go beer.
Shack.
They just sort of stretch it out
close.
more.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I could see that.
Go to netball now. I just wanted to see if Bill was into the cricket after all.
Did you do
that.
any radio while you were there? Any press?
yeah. They
Wow,
were
look-
all good.
they're good to look at least.
Yeah, so you can't
Let me
dribble.
see, Sam.
Look at it. It's got a net with no backboard. Look at this. This is like Nerf hoop with chicks.
What
There's
the
no
hell?
dribbling.
And for some reason, they never try to block the shots. They don't, like, jump up.
Oh, this is horrible.
Netball. That's
Right there. Like, right there.
dumb girls.
Like, nobody tries to block the
So
shot.
once you have the ball, you can't move.
Yeah.
You have to give it away.
And then I believe there's, like, different quadrants. Like you can go into 2 out of the 3.
It's like
Yeah, no, they're
it's like ultimate frisbee.
But the defense is worse. Look at that. She can't jump up. You see that little fucking ballet move she
Holy
did?
Wait, you're
shit.
not allowed to leave your feet?
Yeah.
that emasculated net without a backboard is enraging. Fucking
really is.
horrible.
The defense is worse than, like, an all-star game.
They just stand there and try to pop it up, and no one could.
Wait, why did she get that shot? I don't get it.
Oh, she doesn't.
Because there's
I don't
no way
know
to
why.
defend against it.
No, but why did she get a free shot right under the net?
These chicks are good
That's
looking, though,
where
huh?
she was.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They
That
got
wasn't
lot
a
of
free
legs.
shot, dude.
There's a
That
lot
was
of
just
people in this
shot.
dumb fucking sport, too.
Isn't it crazy? Look at this.
Yeah, but it's all chicks if you listen. Listen to the
Look,
crowd.
now they get right up there, and look.
That was an attempt at defense there.
Yeah, that was it.
And then they got a shaky pole and a shaky net.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like
going to guarantee you, it's the only radio show in America right now watching netball.
Yes.
Completely ignoring the
fucking-
listeners commenting on it.
Netball.
It looks like that fucking. It looks like it just looks wrong without a backboard.
Yeah.
It looks like it has cancer. It's just
Horrible.
the net has cancer.
No, but this is like the cool thing when you go on the road and you just fucking put this, like you go overseas and you just put this shit on and this is on. You're like, what the fuck
Why won't
is
they
this?
defend them when they're right under the hoop?
They just let him shoot.
I don't
I
get
think
that
because
part.
I don't
the hoop is so small and it's so high and they suck. I mean, well, why
Then
make
why
it?
defend
They
at all?
always get
Look,
there. They
That was
always
the
get
point.
there.
I don't get it. I'm mad. Why are they defending their asses off, and then when someone's right under the basket with the ball, they don't defend them
just
anymore?
All right,
throw it.
everything you're saying was what I was yelling at the TV
They
at like
throw
2
it
in the
to
morning.
each other to the point where they're right next to the basket.
Watch.
And then they just
Look,
stand there.
Look. Why isn't she defending
Because if you're in that
her?
zone, you're probably allowed to just take a free shot.
That's hilarious. This game stinks.
This is terrible.
Well, they're defending their asses off, but as soon as they get under the hoop, then they don't
Then they
defend
back
anymore.
off.
Why don't they just play
But,
horse?
but these
That's
chicks
when
are
you should
hot,
be
so it's
defending
very
the most.
redeemable.
Oh, yeah.
Watch. Defend.
Look at that.
Defending.
Now
Watch.
give it to the one right near the basket.
They all watch.
Yeah, see,
What are they doing?
Because you can only be so close. You just kind of.
I don't get this.
This is the dumbest game ever.
But they're hot. They're all
How is
yeah.
it not?
Yeah.
How
They
is
all
it not
have
860
legs.
to 530?
Legs for
Because of the
days.
shaky fucking hoop and the pole.
That hoop is enraging.
Yep.
That
And then
dumb
they
little
got all the
thin thing.
rugby down there. They had some funny names for the teams too. One that you could never have here. There's a team in New Zealand called the All Blacks
No way.
because they wear all black uniforms. And it's just like you wouldn't. Even though we still have the Redskins, but
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I think the fans have. They
That's
understand what's going on
that's
here.
amazing right there.
I have
A
seen
little culture on this show now. You're getting culture.
Yeah, and then you sit over there and I saw a great, really great debate about whether or not the people in Australia should be afraid of China or not.
Oh, really?
It was really interesting. And there's one guy going like, "Hey, I don't think you should worry about me," and then the other guy was just like, "Nah, I think you should. I think you should." And they brought up great points about the people at the top scaring the shit out of people.
Yeah.
And it was.
Is it pretty much the same though, like political bullshit and conservative liberal?
I hate to
thing,
say
or-
it. It was more of intelligent, like back and forth discourse with not like, well, let me tell you something, you liberal cunt. Like everything over here just sounds like wrestling. Like it sounds like two wrestling managers yelling at each other now. It's really bad. Like there's, but like I'm not saying everything over there was like they definitely had but they had their awful reality shows. They had one show that I was just trashing every time I was on that fucking this show called House Husbands. And it was about guys, I guess, stay-at-home guys.
House husbands.
House husbands.
Hi, it's house husbands.
And, dude, they had this guy, like, I don't know what. His wife emasculates him, and the fucking clip ends with him laying on the side in the bed. He looked like the biggest pussy ever. And, your whole version of Australians is they're walking around headbutting each other in the teeth.
Yeah.
That, with, Crocodile Dundee. That's all I'm
Right,
thinking of,
yeah.
right?
Tough guys.
Yeah.
That's a knife.
Yeah.
He's got a bigger
All
knife.
right.
Yeah, oh, boy.
So there you go. So that's Australia.
That's fucking cool as shit, man.
Bill Burr's here promoting what, Bill? obviously the podcast, which is terrific.
I just came by to say hello.
All right, fair enough.
That's great.
Bill Burr on Twitter, and you follow him on Twitter, then you get to where
I'm going to be. I have one last stand-up gig for the year. I'm going to be, for people out on the West Coast, I'm going to be at the Improv in Brea.
I hear that's a great room. I've never done Brea.
Yeah, and the guy who runs it's awesome, too. Both out in the Irvine Improv have really cool staff. It's just
by the way,
bitch to get to.
I stepped out of the elevator, 38th floor, Water Club, Borgata, and this was lying on the floor.
Oh, my God.
It's just some dude with his pants down around his ankles, passed out in the hallway.
Wow.
His buddies must have just pantsed him and left him there.
You got to explain that better, because when you tweeted that photo, I thought it was one of your guys.
No,
that you were just fucking with one of your guys that had too much to drink.
That was just some fucking guy.
Ah, man, I thought it was one of your guys.
No, it was just some guy.
What did your Twitter caption say? Somebody captured my soul.
All right, we're going to continue with Bill Burr and stay there, yeah.
On the next American War Stories. Battleground, Iraq. Robert Kelly deploys and within an instant realizes no man can prepare for war.
We thought we were going to starve, so we brought little bars and stuff, but there's going to be no food. There was more. I gained 30 pounds in Iraq. You go to the buffet, there's Chinese food, mac and cheese, barbecue, pizza, ice cream. You could walk up to this ice cream and get as many ice cream bars and sundaes as you want.
But no matter how rich the rewards, every American soldier has to experience loss.
I was over there. I had 2 milkshakes. One of the Marines goes, "You gonna have both of those, fatty?" So I gave him one, and then my other one fell. I had to go back and get 2 more.
So tune in as we chronicle the victories and the defeats for American hero Bob Kelly.
I broke my knee, man.
On the next American War Stories.
You were great on that. Night of, what was it called? Night of 1,000 Stars?
Night of Too Many.
Or Night of Too Many Stars, right.
Too many. There were too many stars there.
Too many stars.
And what was that for again? Because
that was raised money for this great school that they have to help autistic kids.
Right.
It was an awesome night. I had to go on after this girl who had autism came out, played the piano, crushed it. Crushed it. People standing ovation, crying.
Wow.
It was just classic. And now the comedy.
Oh, shit.
No, but
we watched that, though. You were great.
Yeah.
Well, what's his face hooked me up. Jon Stewart goes, "Don't worry." You know, he's a comedian, so he knows. He goes, "Don't worry, I'll get him back." So I'll get him ready for the comedy. So he made the joke. You know, and now the comedy and blah blah blah,
right.
And he got him laughing, got him kind of in the mood. But it went great. And then they had, cool. And there were a lot of stars that night because I got off, and when I got off, Sting walks by.
Oh man!
And he goes, nicely done, and I said, "Thank you, sir." What else am I going to say?
Yeah,
thanks, sir.
Thanks, Sting.
Yeah,
Sting.
That son of a bitch, dude. Like,
he's an asshole. So that means you killed him.
No. That fucking guy.
Our experience has been he's an asshole.
Dude, he should be an asshole. That guy looks unbelievable. He looks unbelievable. I said to Louis, I pointed at him, I go, wouldn't it be great if you looked that good at 50? He goes, dude, he's 60.
Holy
I knew he was 60. Because I'm a fan of his. I knew he was 60, and he looked so fucking good. I just looked, and I was like, that's 50.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it just...
Did you like the police growing up?
Yeah.
You did like him?
Oh, yeah.
So did I.
Unbelievable, man.
I liked him a lot, actually. I don't listen to him as much.
I liked him. I wouldn't say I loved him. A couple songs I like him more now than I did probably back then.
What was I going to ask you?
It's just 3 guys.
Autism. What the fuck's going on with autism?
I don't know what's going on with autism.
What's with autism?
Well,
what's the deal?
Yeah,
well, you always got
these people.
You always got that conspiracy thing going, and some of it I do like, and I know you don't do conspiracy as much, but it seems like a lot of fucking kids have autism.
Are they talking about
fuck?
the inoculations was the big thing?
Yeah, but then supposedly that was proven to be wrong,
wasn't it,
right?
But
they were saying it.
But
those.
I think every family's got at least
dude,
one.
I am not. I would never do like.
You're not 100% on inoculations?
Inoculation, yeah. But part of the virus we're going to inject in you. Is this a sci-fi movie? Why don't I just wear a hat and a scarf and hope for the best before you stick some of the virus in me?
Bill, I got 2 kids now, and that's what you go through. You're like, well, what the fuck? You don't know what to do.
You got to eradicate. Polio is gone.
Look at what happened in the country because of inoculations. It eradicated so many diseases.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh, but, okay, I should clarify it.
Yeah.
When they come up with the brand new inoculation and you're showing up and they're telling you it's fucking safe, it's like, no, dude, you are that first wave. You're that group of soldiers walking towards the atom bomb that they just
We just as parents go, okay, all right. Like, you want to ask questions and stuff.
Yeah.
But they got an answer for everything.
I'm glad you brought that up because, obviously, polio and that
and
stuff.
then,
I'm such
No, it's cool.
I am in so over my head and half the conversations I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, then it's just easy to go, all right, fucking do it.
We used to have
we want to
that
go get
inoculation gun. like everybody at a certain age has that mark.
68 or 69, you have it on the right.
Yeah. And like kids don't have that fucking thing. We were branded. Like every fucking American was branded back then.
They didn't have the needles figured out yet.
No.
Now
And
the needles they use, you could barely tell.
I don't know what it did.
And then there was a big thing with women, like, where would you get it? Well, if I'm going to wear strapless dress, right. on the back, blah, blah, blah.
Right, yeah.
I got the flu shot recently. I didn't even notice the needle. It's like, all right,
they got
come
the
a long way
short
with that
ones
shit
now.
finally.
I love to
When's the
scream
last time
bloody
you got
murder.
the flu?
Last year.
I got kids. If you're a parent, they basically highly recommend you get the flu shot.
That's bullshit.
And I also get the flu really bad every year.
No,
so
you don't.
No, you don't.
I got to realize who I'm talking to.
Hey, you know what's funny
course.
is yet another presidential election went by, and the population problem was never brought up one fucking time. So here's my new conspiracy theory. You know that Bilderberg group where they all get together? I think that's where they talk about the real fucking problems.
You think that's where the real problems get discussed?
They wait till all the waiters leave. After they've brought in their epic fucking food, they wait till they leave.
I think the real evil is Build a Bear. That's okay.
I don't know what that was.
Build a Bear.
That was a bomb. That's what that was.
I'm glad that was worse than mine earlier.
Oh, it's terrible. I knew it was going to bomb. I'm just Build a Bear.
I still don't get it. What is Build a Bear?
He's a guy named.
Oh boy!
I was gonna say he's a guy named Bill who's really stocky.
Build a Bear.
You don't know you don't go to the mall, do you?
Huh?
It's in every mall, basically.
What is in every mall?
Parents take their kids
build
there
your
and
own
they
bear.
build their own stuffed little bear.
It is called Build a Bear.
Oh yeah, but dude, I'm not in that wheelhouse. I don't see it. You know that whole shit, like
I observe everything.
I never saw a mattress commercial until the day I wanted to buy a mattress, and then magically it all went away after I got the bed.
All right, we get it. So I don't have kids, so if I can.
So that stuff is like,
I don't see it.
Hey, Pats Jets Thursday.
Yep, it's always a close one, even though we did so well. Dude, that Andrew Luck's the real deal, man. Even though he threw a couple pick sixes, that guy's
he's gonna be all right.
Dude, you got to hand it to the Colts. Going from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck, that's like the 49ers. I feel I know it's too early to say this, but going from
it's
Montana
gonna take a couple
to
years,
Steve
obviously.
Young, but like usually
They got a quarterback though.
No, but usually, yeah, when you
That's obvious.
when Dan Marino leaves, then it's like a fucking 10, 15 year before the next chosen one
Right.
comes along. It's
No,
very
they got one
rare.
already.
So they rolled the dice. I think you can already say that they won. Because someday, Tom Brady's going to retire, as much as that kills me to say it. And I really hope that we don't go back to like Scott Zolak 2.0 or something like that.
Who won the game? Who won the Patriots?
Patriots won.
They won.
Yeah.
Yeah, 59-24.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I just heard Gronkowski broke his forearm.
Oh.
Yeah. And my buddy Verzi's always like, why are they still in the game? And I guess he broke it with 5 minutes left. From
Oh shit!
Those guys don't notice, I think, half the time. They realize after the game,
crazy.
oh, wait, maybe I should get this checked out. They're animals. NFL fucking players are just animals. Who had the shit stain? Someone tweeted me a picture. One of the guys just had a shit stain. And it was a shit stain. So now I want to know the story if the guy actually does shit in his pants
Shit
just to
his
make it that
pants.
more miserable for everybody on the line.
Oh, imagine that.
You see the
You're
picture
fucking-
going around yesterday? It wasn't dirt. The guy shit his pants.
I don't think.
And I think they shit their pants on purpose.
No, I don't think so.
Some of these guys-
I think you got beat up by a football player.
No,
They're
man.
animals. They shit their pants. They're mean.
Me and Jimmy have a
Put
good...
me in lockers.
Jimmy
They
and
didn't
I,
let
me and Jimmy,
out.
whatever. We have a good friend, Tyson Walter, who played in the NFL. He's told us the
Did he
inside
shit
shit.
Did he shit his pants?
Where these guys will not shower or brush their teeth, all that shit to make it more miserable on the line.
Oh no,
I don't know if it's to the point where they're shitting their pants, obviously, but yeah, they wear the same. They don't ever wash their uniforms.
Couldn't you
so
just
it
do
really
something else?
stinks.
Yeah,
Couldn't you just do something? I think at that point you're inconveniencing yourself.
Yeah.
If you've shit
Right.
yourself. I think what probably happened is he got hit so hard and combined with that, what he had for breakfast or dinner, he maybe shit himself a little.
Inadvertently.
I
Not
wish I
on
could find the
purpose.
picture now. What do you think of the Jets?
I'm kinda
What do you
glad
think of the Sanchez thing, man?
What about it?
Well,
At first,
most of us fucking hate him at this point.
Well, at first he wasn't as good as they were saying. Now I don't think he's as bad as everybody's saying. So that guy,
he's got skills, but he doesn't. He fucking falls apart in pressure situations. You're not going to win a fucking Super Bowl ever with that.
Well, also
he's got the skills. I would never deny that.
Also, I can't believe we'd be defending the Jets here. I mean, like every key guy you've had has kind of gone down.
Yeah, I know. We've had a tough year
Revis
with injuries
has
and all
gone
that,
down,
of course.
and Eddie Skullhead.
But then
I don't know the names anymore.
Then it turns out
I know a lot of guys.
No one wanted Tebow on the team, so they got to trade him and get him the fuck out of New York. Woody Johnson wanted him because
They're allegedly he's going to go to Jacksonville, which is the Buffalo Bills of the South,
right?
And that's just one,
Yeah, but he played his college ball down there, so
that's one door away.
There's no way he's on the Jets next year. No one wants him there. The owner wanted him, but obviously Rex Ryan did not want to deal with Tebow at all. That's very obvious now.
Did you see him get tackled the other day yesterday, and that guy got up?
I didn't watch it at all.
He did the gator.
He did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great.
I didn't watch it all yesterday. I was I don't know.
They won.
No, I know because I didn't watch. That's how that works. So we got the big game Thursday, Pats Jets.
Well, this is the thing. We already beat you guys, and it's always a close game. But the only thing I would say, just because you guys have so many injuries, I don't know. But I will tell you this: our secondary will make anybody. We look good yesterday, but our secondary will make any quarterback look like Elway.
Yeah.
But we recently signed that kid from Tampa who. He had a pick six for a touchdown, but then he also got burned a couple of times. So I'm hoping it's just rust.
Well, it's stupid. They're making these guys play on 3 days rest.
Oh, the Thursday
That's
night. If you don't have the NFL Network, you're not missing anything with that Thursday night game. It's like the worst matchup. It's always like Jacksonville versus the fucking Panthers. Everybody's tired.
They just played 3 days earlier.
That is fucked up.
The punter's sticking people. The guys are going down. Forces a fumble.
They're trying to get football every day of the week.
I know, it's crazy.
They're almost there.
Yeah.
You get the Saturday games, you got the Sunday, you got the Monday, you got the Thursday.
How about hockey? They're thinking maybe taking a couple weeks off, just letting everything settle.
Right. We're in the middle of the year.
I am getting.
We're not seeing hockey
this
this year
to the NHL like they really give a shit. But I am. When I get off this road run here, I'm fucking getting the NBA League Pass. I look at the Celtics. We finally got younger. We can actually run.
Did you guys get younger? I haven't paid attention
for the first time in like 5 years.
I didn't even know that, to be honest with you.
Every year it was more elbow and knee pads, the entire fucking sleeve. Everybody looked like wearing like pantyhose.
That's when you know your team's old.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It used
like
to be
head to fucking toe. Everybody on there had that Iverson sleeve on both arms and their legs. The fucking Wes Unseld knee pads, and I was just like, these guys.
Remember when we were growing up? Now they just wear it for whatever. But when your star player finally, he's got one elbow pad, and then next year 2 elbows. You're right,
that's
man.
It.
It's hilarious.
That's it. When
now
Shaq first hurt his toe, that was the beginning of the end.
Right. That's
just
funny.
that one little injury. It just keeps leading and leading.
Really funny.
I actually heard an interview with Kobe Bryant. They said it was after the game. He was putting ice on. And they say, "What hurts?" And he goes, "Everything."
Oh wow.
And they go, "No, really, what hurts?" And he's like, "Everything, everything, fucking." And you think about it, just
that's
running around at my age.
Getting away
I guess I'm 10 years older than him.
Away from you.
How old is Kobe?
34.
He's getting up there now.
But the amount of games and the playoffs, he's had all those championship runs. Like that guy, it's like he's played 16, 17 years of basketball, whatever. But he's still a beast.
I think you're just banging into each other out there, just fucking elbows in your ribs,
dude. Just running up and down, just running back, starting and stopping,
over and over again,
over and over and over again. Can you imagine trying to play fucking tennis full out?
No.
I think my shin would shoot through my leg.
Yeah, when they sprint and stop on a dime.
No,
over and over again.
They should be able to do roids and androstenedione and all of that. It's all great because it's just research for us. You see that Cinegenics, those old guys who are shredded, that's HGH. And that's because of all these fucking athletes that they're chastising. Like, they're the ones that use it.
Right.
Dude, when we were younger, you took roids, and within 2 seconds, you punched a girl in the face through a wall. And now they got like that clear stuff. It's like smoking weed now, where you got the vaporizer. They're just sort of gradually. I'm telling you, we're all going to be on fucking roids.
They figured
is
it out.
HGH bad for you now, or is it okay?
I don't know. I'm not a doc. I mean, it's not as bad. I don't think.
Human growth hormone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of.
You see what he just did there?
Yeah.
That's all my opinions. All my opinions. I get on a roll, and then there's one follow-up question, and the whole thing just fucking
goes in the shitter.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm curious, though.
I have no idea.
It used to be advertised on the Art Bell show. He would advertise HGH, human growth hormone. I'm like, I wonder if that's
A
dangerous.
lot of office guys are starting to do roids. I read an article on it. Yeah, just get an edge on the competition.
Steve Carell and
Get an edge.
I swear to God, and to sleep less and all that. They're actually.
boy.
I heard you. They're actually doing that in the office now too. It's not just for sports.
I missed it. What did you
Rainn
say?
Wilson.
Office joke.
Yeah, just double bombed.
It was good.
Oh,
I liked it. I liked it. Bill, you got a great take on sports. I always love that. I really do.
oh, thank you.
We're not playing hockey this year, right?
I don't give a shit.
You know, right?
The NHL
No, you know,
stinks,
no,
dude.
no, you know what is the
No,
game
we're
is
both-
great. The players are great. This is the owners. The owners are basically saying we don't agree with what we agreed to. So basically, the players never have an agreement. Then is that what you're saying? So basically, the only way we still agree with it 2 years later is if we got the better end of the deal, and if we don't, we're taking our stadiums and going home.
Wait, you got to break it down more. I don't get it.
They basically, like 4 or 5 years ago, whenever they had their last, or maybe the last time when they came out of it, they had this agreement that, you know, your lawyers look at it.
Everyone agreed.
Yeah.
Both sides agreed. Gotcha.
Both sides agreed.
Okay.
It's not up yet to be renegotiated. And they made more money than they've ever made last year. They're on NBC again. They haven't been on network television since the fucking 70s. They have the Winter Classic. They had all this great momentum. The Olympics
man.
were great.
Yeah.
And they just decide that they're not making enough money, so fuck the agreement that we agreed to.
What scumbags?
The split was basically 57% to the players and 43% of like some sort of ad revenue. That's when it goes beyond me. So, and the players, I think, negotiated down to like 53. And like that's not enough. For last I heard that the owners came in, they were like, you know, we get 53 and you get 47.
Wow.
Yeah. So
People should just stop going. That's the only way
Never
is you
happened.
teach these shitty, whether it's the owners or the athletes. This time it sounds like it's obviously the owners.
Right.
Don't go. People complain about Yankee Stadium, like, yeah, or Giant Stadium. They got that big thing. You got to buy your own seats. You got to pay. Don't do it. That's how I avoid that fucking seat tax that these pieces of shit put on you. I won't go.
The person that doesn't go, someone else will.
But I mean, if everybody didn't go, like, I love that Yankee Stadium has fucking open seats because they're charging $1,500 a
Fucking
game. I love
playoffs-
that.
Playoffs, empty
Greedy
seats.
fucks.
that.
But
Amazing.
How brilliant is the licensing fee for the seats? They figured that out where you have to actually
Amazing.
buy for the license before you even buy your season tickets. That's
A ripoff.
amazing.
No,
to
I
me.
got to tell you right now that I
How the
actually.
fuck did they get that past all of us?
That should be the go fuck yourself moment. You know what? I think fans need a union, but we're too stupid and we have nothing better to do. And they know as much as we're like, well, I'm never coming back. I know the second
you
you
go.
drop the puck, I'm going to be sitting there with my fucking face up against the glass.
Yeah, exactly.
The Florentine.
Yay!
What a bunch of assholes.
But a licensing fee before you even fucking go to a game or
Yeah.
buy your tickets, you got to purchase that now.
I stopped going
amazing.
years ago. Fuck them.
Yeah, because I remember you used to
Fuck
be like he
them.
was a maniac, dude. He used to
He
go
loves
around.
football.
No, but
And
even like the
baseball's Yankee
Yankees,
fan.
yeah, he used to walk around with like the headphones on.
Oh,
And we
wow.
used to trash him, making fun of him, and he didn't give a shit. I still remember you getting pissed when Knobloch got the yips. He would actually do bits about the Yankees, like in-depth bits about. He would make a reference to fucking Knobloch throwing one in the stands. I loved it.
I remember
those
I
are
worked with
great.
Brett Butler. I opened for Brett years ago at Caroline's. And it was the Yankee playoff, and I was out of my mind that weekend. And I saw her years later in Logan Airport. And she remembered. She's like, "You still obsessed with the Yankees?"
Oh,
like I
really?
was so out of control that weekend that I and then I just met enough of them, and they're just some of them I'm sure are really cool, but so many of them were cocksuckers. I'm like, you know what? Fuck these guys.
Dude,
Fuck them.
Those Knobloch tosses were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they were great.
Oh my god.
How is a ground ball to fucking second an event?
You'd sit there and
No.
go, oh fuck.
That's one of the worst things I ever watched. And then they put him in left field. Then he was a D. The guy was out of baseball at like 33. It's one of the worst things. Like,
Terrible.
Maybe you should stop with his OCD hat touch before he got in the fucking batter box. Hat, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, hat, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. That's great. You fucking have you satisfied whatever the itch in your brain is?
yeah, but everybody does that. They
I
all,
know.
they all got their little ritual.
Oh, I know they do. But how about this?
Fucking Jeter with the hand back.
Well, how about, the fact that Jeter is fucking, as much as he irritated me personally.
He did.
He's just, whatever
Jeter
he's
said,
doing works.
Fuck you. I'm signing autographs for these chicks. I'm taking pictures with these girls. Little Jimmy Norton could go fuck himself.
He just didn't like me, and I sensed that. And I've met enough people that I didn't like that I pick it up.
Yeah?
Is that
turned me off?
That's another Duty picture. Is that Duty?
Oh, God.
Now people are sending me pictures of football
That looks like a
players with
rhino's
Duty.
asshole.
Is that Duty or Mud?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know, Opie. Why are you obsessed with men's assholes with shit on it? You're really ruining the game for me.
Well, someone sent me the that's not the picture that was sending me last night, but whatever.
Opie, gonna get to the bottom of it. What do you think, guys? Is that shit or is that mud?
I think it's shit.
Got to get to 10 o'clock somehow, Bill Burr.
No, that was actually, I guess our banter was so bad he had to go back to the shitty fucking football pants.
You saved us today, man. We're a tired show today.
Oh, I fucking was done.
You fucking saved us.
So we'll
energy.
tease something. I do have a big event that's going to involve a lot of friends.
Oh, nice.
In a show possibly here in New York City, and that I will be calling in.
When are we going to announce this? Soon?
Probably in like another week to 10 days.
Great. Yeah, we're very excited about this.
Yeah. And there's going to be like confetti coming down and American flags and stuff like
great.
that. It's going to be that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Hell yeah.
It will.
We'll have a Marine sing the national anthem.
Oh,
we're going to go all out.
patriotic.
Nice. So
Gonna
we'll
go
announce
all
that
out.
after Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can't wait to see who shows up.
I love Jimmy.
Hey, did anybody see any movies?
I saw Flight.
How was it?
Denzel was great because he put weight on. He looked like a bloated alky. He was fucking tremendous.
He's awesome.
But he really is just so great. But the movie itself, I fucking hate comic relief characters. It's like he was giving such the story and it
Like
was
the one on the Opie and Anthony show.
yeah, that would be the one. But I like John Goodman was in it, and he wasn't necessary. And there were so many things I didn't give a shit about storyline wise in the movie. It was like, what are you guys trying to make me think here? What are you doing? But as an alcoholic, I thought he played it really, really fucking well. And
Yeah, I wanna
Cheadle
see
was
that.
great as his lawyer. But John Goodman, who's a great actor, wasn't needed. I don't need this wild guy to come in. Whoa! What's his name? The Big Bruiser?
Can you please do that again?
Whoa! That's a Big Bruiser moment.
Oh, is that it?
Ugh.
It's the big wild guy.
But Denzel played a heartbreaking drunk, and there was a lot of believable moments in it. That just, But the end of it, I just didn't give a fuck about. Certain when movies try to force certain relationships on you, they absolutely lose me. We all saw the previews. He flies the plane upside down.
Do you make noises in the movie? I'm just picturing him going,
No, I make noises during the previews.
Yeah.
When I see certain, like when I watch and I love Seth Rogen. I think he's one of the funniest guys in Hollywood. I love Seth Rogen. But when I saw the previews for him and Barbara Streisand's movie, that fucking annoying Yenta, and I was just like,
I didn't see that. Fire that up. Fire that up.
What's that about?
It's called Guilt Trip.
That's about 30 years behind the times comedically.
Yeah.
Fire that
really
up.
bad.
I want to see this. I love a good douche chill.
He goes away with his
It's
mom.
really bad.
But again, I feel bad not liking something Seth did because he always
Seth
makes
will be
me
fine.
laugh.
This will be something. He'll buy a house off this one.
I would like to see it, but apparently we're having fun at home watching.
You've got to ask yourself.
Jesus, who's that?
It's
not the movie yet.
She's hot. I want to date an Asian girl. They've never done anything
I
for
don't
me.
think she's Asian.
Yeah, she's not Asian.
Oh, let me just throw that in then.
No,
you want to
I know
date
that
a
chick.
white chick that kind of looks Asian.
Yep, you're right.
I've seen this chick before in movies and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know what her name is, though.
Try some awful name. Becky Turdsbury. Becky Turdsbury. Some horribly unsexy name.
And when she marries you, she's not going to change her name.
Hey, it's Jesse
Here we go,
Bluch.
here we go.
So long.
Okay.
You know, Andy invented a new product, and he's going to travel door to door selling it.
Like Avon? Brushes or something?
No, not even close.
You seeing anyone?
Are you seeing anyone?
Please don't be disgusting. I thought you were seeing that girl with
Do we have the record scratch? Stop.
Bethany?
This is actually a good cut.
When I was 8 years old. You haven't been on one date since then.
This is you worrying about me. You don't have to because I'm fine.
Do you want to come on my trip with me, Mom?
You want to drive cross country with me?
Yeah. No, it's, we won't be gone long. It's only 8 days.
I can't wait! Andy, I am so excited. All right, the adventure begins. Promise me you'll never pick up a hitchhiker.
I promise I will never pick up a hitchhiker.
Good. They rape.
They're ready for your presentation.
Oh, fantastic.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
Exit highway in 0.5 miles.
What are you doing, Mom? What?
Please turn that off.
Mom, get off the freeway.
Like that?
Oh, boy.
You know, I think I'm going to drive from now on.
Good idea.
Do you have any rooms available?
The music, your lady.
It's tremendous.
Andy, they have clip-on frog earrings.
Oh, dude, don't wink at me. It's my mother. You insane?
Look, there's a restaurant there. Does that say tapas? I love tapas.
That's not what it says, Mom. Please don't sit near me.
When you were a baby, your penis started to turn purple.
I almost threw up all over the table.
Tell me if your penis started to turn purple.
My penis could literally grow an eyeball and I wouldn't tell you. Hi.
If you can eat our 50-ounce steak in under an hour, you get it for free.
You know how I can eat.
That's your mom? I would not lie
I bet he realizes mom is cool.
really didn't go how I planned.
Yes. Mom is
I
cool.
wanted to see the Grand Canyon.
I know.
How long are we supposed to look at it?
10 minutes? Seems disrespectful.
I hate the music
That
stop.
looks like DeRosa's body.
Good point.
You mean Streisand?
What a nice chapter.
He's a beautiful writer.
It's okay. I picked up a hitchhiker.
Hi.
Well, I'll give you my number, and you give us a call when you're in town.
Yeah, you guys should probably keep in touch.
Holy
That
shit.
music stop, and then a line, and then
Do you know if somebody?
it's infuriating.
I would love somebody to break into an office and we mows down 30 people, and they say, "Who is it that he killed?" Well, they're a company and they do movie trailers.
Yes.
and he killed all of them.
That's horrendous.
It's
What are you
terrible.
supposed to do with that?
But I mean the punchline. 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 Oh, mom's a dork. Mom's a dork. Mom?
But it's Barbra Streisand.
She's cool. Mom's cool.
But it's Barbra Streisand. She's funny, right?
She's actually a good actress. She was great. I like her. You know how I like Barbra Streisand? When she's fucking murdering Leslie Nielsen in Nuts as a hooker. She was great in like Nuts. She can act. But that fucking shit, Mom is good. That's just a terribly written movie.
That could be,
That's comedy in Hollywood right
that
there.
That stinks.
There's a million movies like
there's
that.
That's exceptionally bad.
Nah, there's a lot
exactly-
just like that.
The trailer represents it perfectly.
And it looks like she didn't even, travel around for the movie. Because, she's a diva, so it looks like they just set up a lot of fucking
Set up some
sets.
shots.
You know what it is? They said to her...
Even the Grand Canyon, they filmed from behind. I wonder if there's a
That's
shot
even
that
her.
proves that she was actually there. Because they showed their faces. They could do that anywhere.
And also, if they can do that without doing it, the movie people are also going to try and save money.
Yeah,
so I
that's
wouldn't just blame Babs.
No, they said to her, do you want to do the locations? And stop. She said no. Right, with the fucking music cues.
You don't like that?
It stinks.
It's terrible.
I fucking despise movie trailer people.
At least they
The
got rid of
pattern.
I saw Wreck-It Ralph.
How was that?
How was
It
that?
was good.
Made a
I
lot of
liked
money.
it. I really liked it.
It's a Twilight
Sarah
movie. Made a lot of
Silverman
money,
is great in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really good. And you know what I liked? She actually did a voice, so I didn't realize it was her until like a third of the way in.
Oh, it wasn't just her voice?
Yeah, I went to Nia like, hey, I think that's Sarah Silverman. She was like, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, it is. No, but I don't like that thing now where like people just like they back in the day they didn't give it to somebody famous because you're just going to picture them in the booth, and that's what I do. That's what I do. So I think you should do like when Jay Moore did one, and you couldn't tell it was Jay. Like he did a voice. It's like, all right, if you're going to take it from a voiceover actor, go in there and do a voice.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking walk in there and talk how you talk.
Yeah, when you hear Ice Age, it's like fucking, you know the people. Oh, that's
it
Dennis
takes you out of
Leary.
it a little bit.
It's Dennis Leary's voice. He's talking and he's saying Dennis Leary things.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's the one where he's like the saber-tooth tiger.
I've created a great cartoon voice. I do it on auditions.
Let's hear it.
Hey, what time is we going here?
Let's go home.
I actually like that.
That is actually not too bad.
Thank you. That's Tiger who have a stroke. I want a cartoon about a tiger who's had a stroke.
Jesus. Bill.
That sounded oddly like a wise old age, like Yoda-ish.
Yes, it did.
It had a
It was
little Star Wars
Yoda-ish.
quality
Tiger
to
who
it.
have strength.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to hear more of this.
Chipperson.
And I have so many of them.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Now, how would a giraffe sound?
I'm very tall.
All right, now.
I'm eating apples.
Bill, it was good to see you.
Yeah, thank you for
We'll have a big announcement on the show soon.
No, I'm glad I came in.
Yeah.
I had a
Monday
great
Morning
time.
Podcast is terrific. Bill Burr on Twitter is
Absolutely.
terrific.
That's right. I'm going to start trashing Singapore. So
My,
I can sell tickets.
I just got a text from an old college friend of mine. He says that you're by far the best guest on the show.
Oh,
He's a huge fan of yours.
Jesus.
Kevin
Bill's
O'Kane.
Better than
in
DeRosa?
Rochester.
The Teen Idol sensation.
The sensation.
The sensation. He's
Joey
back.
D.
You're his favorite, so just want to let you know.
Well, thank
that.
you.
Joey D. I love having Bill in. I was going to go home
I was
early
gonna bail at 8.
because I felt like shit. And I love Billy when he comes in. It's
We
a lot
rode
of
you
fun.
today, buddy.
Oh, hell yeah.
We were
There you
tired
go.
today, and you came in. We're like,
I ate up some minutes. Right?
you absolutely
exactly.
did
All
for
my
us.
fouls.
Thank you, sir.
You absolutely did it for us today, Burr.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
The Opie and Anthony Show is pretty much over.